The Buzz brings you the best musicians, singers, and lyricists of the Malaysian indie scene. We also look at some of the best creative minds that Malaysia has to offer. All this and more on The Buzz every Saturday from 3:15 p.m. till 3:45 p.m. on Music Saturday. Join us right here on TRAXXfm.
It's The Buzz right now on TRAXXfm at exactly 3:15. Don't mess with our timing. There you go. Yeah, so we've got some nice sophisticated machines in the studios over here right now. You heard echo over there. It's because, we're sophisticated.
Yeah, we're giving you guys some reverb. Hey!
Okay, now, we've had a lot of guests on the show already, and we'd like to say hello to each and every one of them.
We've had Parabola, we've had Skies Are Red, we've had Shaki, we had the Time Machines, we had Momin, and the Dean's List, and the number just goes up and up and up from there.
Skies Are Red, I heard, go to a farm nearby
your place,
Kuala Kubu.
Yes, I know, right?
Right? And they visit a guy called Desmond.
Desmond, hello Desmond, what's
Desmond
up?
does permaculture.
All right.
Right. Okay. Anyway, now back to The Buzz over here this afternoon on TRAXXfm. First, we send you good greetings and best wishes from everybody at TRAXXfm. Our guest today has a song called New Age March Everybody. We're going to take a listen to it, and then we're going to talk to KELVIN THEIN in the studios of TRAXXfm. We'll find out more about that song. We'll find out more about what makes him tick and why he does what he does. It's KELVIN THEIN on The Buzz, TRAXXfm. How do you like that? How much fun was it making that little piece over there, KELVIN?
Oh, it was super, super fun.
Really?
Yeah.
I bet. Yeah. Man, that's some energy over there and some, what was that story about? What is New Age March, everybody? What is that all about?
That one is actually about, because we were having the pandemic for 2 years around the world.
Right.
And then it was actually a few months after the pandemic. And I was just chilling in a coffee shop. Then I was watching people. Everybody's going towards a direction that they really don't know. What's next. They're just rushing to somewhere where they don't even know. So it struck my mind. And then I started having this melody in my head in the coffee shop, and I had my laptop and my guitar with me.
You don't have normal melodies.
Thank you. Yeah. So yeah, this song is basically about the, I would say the frustrations, I think.
Right.
Yeah, of the world, the current situations.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. What is it you say over there in your chorus?
Welcome to the New Age March, this nameless march. Welcome to the New Age March, everybody. So basically, if you take every alphabets from each from New Age March, everybody, it basically spells to name.
Name.
Yeah.
And how significant is that in your song?
It is significant in a way that we move forward. And basically, everything needs our name, basically, just to move forward, like statistics and everything, right?
Right.
So this is towards a march that we don't even know, basically, hence name.
There you go. And it's a frustrating march sometimes.
Yeah,
depending on, what it is, right? So so do you you follow the beat of the drummer or do you, what do you do?
I just basically sing. I did all the arrangements myself. So what got to me first from this song is the vocals, actually, because this is not my typical rock song that I usually write.
Okay.
As you have heard, this song actually has no guitar solos, and I want to emphasize on the vocals. So easily there are about 60 vocals. Everything in there is me, no extra people, no nothing. So the vocals is me, and basically I sing it over, no autotune, no nothing, just layers and layers to what is like a big legion of people just singing.
Wow.
Yeah.
What kind of mixer were you using, man?
On Logic Pro, for example. Yeah.
Nice.
Basically home studios.
Home studios, as in your home?
Yeah.
You do it at your home?
Yeah, and I have a couple of friends to help me out also. I would like to thank them for that very much.
You've got these little toys in your room?
Yes.
I like that, man. KG.
Yeah, man.
Man, we're getting the wrong toys, man. I was still looking at my Boba Fett, man. he's got a studio at home, man, packed and able to do all that. There you go. So, okay, so you did all that, but guitars have got a nice grang.
Yeah.
down there. You know, it's got a nice little.
Thank you.
So,
It really reminds me of some of the earlier Slipknot songs.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Right?
I like it. I mean,
Yeah.
my favorite song from Slipknot is Vermilion, so this really makes me
so you
really
like
happy.
you like this guy over here?
Of course.
Would you be his manager? Yeah.
I don't have the accreditation for
All
that.
righty. But there you go, man. I would sell Kelvin anytime, man. I tell you.
absolutely.
Yeah. So if you're listening out there and if you need something that's fresh and something that's really, really, really out there, you know, it's like close your eyes, you don't know. Right?
Yep.
A lot of times that perception that, oh, Malaysian band, I don't want to listen.
Yep, exactly.
Right?
Yes.
So you got to throw that out the window already.
Yes.
You know, this new age march
Yes.
that Kelvin sings about over there is this new age of musicians walking in here, and if you don't know what's happening, you're going to be left behind.
Yep.
And you know
Right?
what's another amazing thing about this song? It has been played on radio for the very first time ever, right?
I like
Yes.
that. Thank you.
Yes.
Right here on TRAXXfm. You know?
Thank you for giving us that honor.
Yeah, of course. No, honor is mine. Please, thank you so much.
Lovely,
Yes,
lovely, lovely. There you go. Okay, so New Age March is just part of one of many that you've done.
Yes.
And what else is the rest of them?
It's basically still with me, and I'm planning to, because it's like an art piece, right? So basically the songs are for the people.
Okay.
And what I plan to do is to, make like a showpiece, an art case, like a, how do you explain?
Right.
It will come out very soon. It will come
Right.
out very soon. So this is just the intro.
How important are the people to you?
Very, because without them, there's no us, literally. I mean, if there's nobody coming to watch your shows, then, I mean, you're playing to an empty crowd, I think myself, balik tidur.
That's right. Right? Yeah. It's about understanding the crowd and it's for you, yeah?
Yep.
And if they're not there, you're not there.
Yes.
In that sense, yeah?
Yeah.
So I like that. It's
I
got
think
nice-
good music should always go out to the people who listen. Like I believe that music, a lot of musicians out there, sometimes they want to make things their very own, but then they also need to have their people listening in for them to make it even better.
Right.
So, and I think Kelvin does that quite well.
How are you on stage, man? Are you as mysterious and in some parts even like demonic sounding? I am the crocus. I will eat you up.
I surprise myself sometimes on stage. Actually.
Okay.
So the recording is basically just a fraction of time history in my life that the recording happens.
Right.
And then when on stage, it's always evolving, always changing. So, I mean, maybe I might dance on stage, to some tango or whatever before I start the song. I never know.
Right.
So whatever feels me on that night. Playing, whatever
Right.
feels me, I just do it, and if it's good for the crowd, it's good for everyone.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. There you go. And you know how much things have changed? Once upon a time, if Kelvin walked in here, they wouldn't let him in, man. Look at his hair.
yeah, that's actually very true. Yeah.
I want hair like Kelvin, man.
Right? Yeah.
I wash it twice a day.
Twice a day. There you go. Okay, so when you're on stage, you're that's it, right? When the music takes over, you're in your own world and over there. But you still, that there's a crowd out there that wants you to perform the way you do.
Yes, I really love, for example, I grew up with rock music, with my father, and the family basically listens to a lot.
Hi, Daddy.
Hi, Dad. Hi, Daddy. Hi, Pa. So naturally, rock comes to me very natural. And then when in Malaysia, there's a lot of rock music, a lot of good musicians around. But I mean, sometimes we're just looking for something really heavier. Not in terms of sound only, but in terms of maybe emotions or a good rock show.
That's right.
Yeah. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to blend in this urban, because Kuala Lumpur is basically a jungle, a jungle. So I'm trying to do this, trying to get this feeling of like an urban jungle-ish, a bunch of bad boys doing rock music.
Right.
And it's just, it's small. Even when we're playing on a small stage, it's loud, but it's compact in a way that it's nice to listen, not just everywhere.
Right.
So that's my goal of when I'm playing. I like it to be just a well-rounded, controlled sound, and people enjoy the experience instead of going like, "Hey, are you so noisy at rock?"
Right,
that.
right, right. And when you perform, how many piece?
Currently about four piece plus me, 5. Yeah.
5-piece band, huh?
Yeah, 5-piece band.
And you've been in the scene a long time already, Kelvin.
Yes, on and off. Yeah.
And you've always been there. You've always been there.
Yeah.
But let's see now. Evolved. How have you?
A lot. Literally, I've lived in Europe for like a year over, and then I've learned a lot of things. I see a lot of things of what I want and what I don't want in writing music. So I listen to a lot of music like jazz, reggae music, South American music. So I think what influenced me most is about being yourself. Not being anybody else. You have a lot of influences, but in the end, it's you. If it's not you, people will know,
Right.
Because it's in your art.
Correct.
Art is never lying. You cannot just pretend something you're not.
Yeah. There are too many Alanis Morissettes out there.
Yeah, exactly.
There are too many. Adele.
Yeah.
When you come out and you think that sells, and you start to pretend to be that person,
Yes,
right?
yes.
And it's not going to last.
Yeah, absolutely not.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I like that in you.
Thank you.
And so when you went to Europe and stuff, you perform.
Yes, I did. I was living in Holland for a little while, in Amsterdam. And I performed.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
It's a very open place there.
I like it. Yeah, I bet it is.
Yeah. And the music there is a lot of soul and jazz.
Okay.
And because I studied music also before, and I was expelled for good reason
From the music school?
from the music school in Kuala Lumpur.
Okay. Okay, wait. How many people get expelled from music school?
I think the number would be quite low.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there a good reason you were expelled?
Yes, it was also something to do with what I want to do in life also. And the lecturers knew it. They knew it. And when they looked me in the eye, they knew like, Kelvin, you have something, but right now you are not ready for studying, for example. Because for me, when I go there, all I want to do is just play. That energy.
Right,
When you're
right.
young, you just want to go and just get me on stage,
Okay, how old were you?
I was 18 years old.
Okay,
And-
not very young.
Not very young. Not very young, not very old.
Not very young to be
Yeah.
misbehaving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then I decided why not, just go to Europe and just try it out. And then I learned a lot there because these guys, they call them these cool cats, these jazz cats.
Right.
So everyone there plays soul and everyone plays blues music. So blues is the foundation, but the soul, man, everybody can just solo with the instruments for 20 minutes off, and the singers does 1 minute of singing.
Right.
So basically it's just
Nice.
So
right.
I've learned from there. Played them with them on stage. Yeah.
And you were on guitars all the while.
So yeah, well, guitars, vocals,
Right.
so multitasking.
Right. So when you went on vocals and stuff, you just compose a piece out of whatever was playing at that time?
I composed personally myself. Ironically, in that time, I liked actually a lot of ambience music and theater music. Basically, I like to write something to fit an emotion.
Right.
So in terms of sounds only, so I like to gather lots, like Pink Floyd, basically without the vocals.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I played Pink Floyd before you came here.
Yeah, Pink Floyd.
I just thought Kelvin would like it. Yeah. And I was right.
Of course.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and then I noticed, you see, what Imagine Dragons, what they're doing
Yeah.
with the video game industry and all
Yes,
that.
yes.
And creating all that kind of music, right?
Yes,
And
that was a
stuff.
very smart move. It was
Yeah,
very
of
good.
course. Are you thinking of something like that sometime?
Of course, like for example, the virtual world, like NFTs and everything. So basically, the song that I'm actually doing is because I am always evolving in my music. I like new sounds, not necessarily an instrument, but if it's digitized synthesizers, whatever. it is. Because everything for me, I perceive music as sounds in order to fit an emotion.
Correct.
So if there's any new sounds, I'm really welcome to use it and create a certain frequency that heads towards a future like that. For example, like this virtual world.
Right.
I believe that this new age march can evolve into that, not only in rock, but it can be somehow created in a way to fit that.
Yeah,
that virtual thing.
I can see a whole, generation of kids going out there and going into a stadium someplace and watching a dragonfly, however they do that, they create like what they did with what's that thing? What's that game that they play?
League of Legends?
League of Legends.
League of Legends.
League of Legends and
K-Dot,
stuff
K-Dot.
like that, right?
Yeah.
And some new character being introduced, and there's Kelvin's song.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the evolvement of not just as an individual, but also let's look at the music industry as per se. Like the evolvement is quite amazing because, as you just mentioned, NFTs and video game industries, right? Like there are concerts right now being held in game.
Yeah.
Like for instance, Fortnite recently had a concert with one of those rappers, right? So I don't see why this can be a future. I don't see.
Oh, the enemy.
I have to be the voice of reason here.
Yeah, that's true because we see a lot of a lot of good musicians in Malaysia, like literally in every genre. But this rock genre, I think this year is the thing. I think
Right.
rock is always going to be there, being the attitude or being fashion.
The energy.
Right.
Yeah, the energy.
I can see 9 Inch Nails doing his song.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
With that the vocalist on the stage, wow, And
Do I have to remind you, Greenman, you're on camera?
oh, sorry. Hi.
Hi.
Yeah, but it's exciting when you have blood like this right now,
Yeah.
and to think that when are we ever gonna see a change in our music scene? When are our musicians gonna improve and stuff? They have. You just haven't been noticing.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Like for this song itself, I can see the vocals remind me of Slipknot.
Yeah.
Right. So the music, the guitars and everything is heavy rock, but the drums are very tribal.
Yeah.
Yeah. I absolutely love it.
Even some Japanese fellas in the front over there, in their cloth and stuff.
Exactly. Even during the chorus actually of this song, basically it has like a military march. Military, but there's so much things in there. Is so you have to actually dissect one by one to actually take a listen to it. So it's better to play live. So you see what's going on. Like Imagine Dragons played what's that called Radioactive. When it begins in the live, boom.
Yeah,
so it's basically in that direction, but in a more Asian tribal way, because I believe like these tribal things are only Asians is the more
correct.
If you want long hair, dark hair, and this bunch of guys like
Yeah, it's the samurai.
Yeah, so it's really entertaining to watch.
Yeah.
Nice, I like that. There you go, and that's his Viking feel in there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Some warrior fighting stuff going
absolutely. On. I mean, I liked what he said about the music being and your feelings put forward and all that. That was essentially the concept of music back in the day, wasn't it? Like you go to war, you needed music.
Yep.
You had something good happening, you needed music. Music dictated everything.
Exactly.
Even when you prayed to the olden gods and all that, you still need music.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's just,
And I like what you've done with yours.
Thank you.
See, like what's the world without music? I mean, since we're talking about music, right? Imagine you watch a video and a snake is going to eat a rat.
Yeah.
Okay. It has two ways of doing it, right? I mean, look at the emotions. I mean, there are among the many ways. There are two ways.
Yep.
If they put a song where the snake goes ding 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 ding
Suspense.
ding,
Yeah,
ding.
suspense, yeah,
you feel it for the rat, man. But if you went like
That's some Tom Perry stuff.
Exactly. Yeah, it changes straight to comical. Literally.
See?
So that's the power of sounds.
Right.
The power of music that changes your perception of thinking and mind.
Right.
So and this point of life, I think, is just punk rock attitudes and just rock and roll music. Feel it in. Yeah.
And what's your favorite instrument to do that with?
My favorite instrument, I would say, any string instruments. I don't play all. But I learn really quickly. So any string instruments in any tune. Basically, if I have like a string instrument, be it a lute or be it a gambir, or gambus, anything. I just find out the tune, what is it? Oh, okay. Then you just try to figure out the scales. Okay, this is it. And then, bam. Because that one keeps your brain exercising. You're like, okay, maybe I can do la da 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 da.
Right.
Yeah.
What's an ideal concert for you, like, man?
How
many performers on stage? I mean, what kind of ensemble would you have?
I would be my dream to actually play somewhere in Chinatown, Chinatown or anywhere, because it has this old colonial feeling.
Yeah.
So if I play New Age March in that area, be in Chinatown, because Chinatown is really up and coming, in terms of arts and everything. So if they give me a space, I would like to actually. I don't need to be a big space. It's just compact enough in an old colonial building, and then the sound is very important in terms of controlling that volume. So that sheer girth and power of my vocals and the arrangement of the guitars is just there, and then I want people to just walk by and just wow. You play with lights and colors, and then there's 4 or 5 guys all dressed in black, and all of a sudden, just come on stage, good evening, and then it just goes all the way.
Right.
Everybody, whoa, what is going on?
What's going on? Yeah.
Jungle, tribal thing-ish.
Yeah.
Just to make it.
I got an idea for Kelvin.
Yeah.
There you go. If he uses this idea, we charge him in court, okay?
Why not?
Why not just charge him directly?
Why court? On Penang Bridge, you look over, let's say, coming back from Butterworth to either side you can see it. Once it's gone on the right, once it's on the left.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, so there's a small little island over there, right?
Yes.
You go over there and you have a concert there on that island over there.
Yeah.
And then you have great spotlights coming out from helicopter lights.
Yeah.
Wow. Police chase everything on the bridge.
Yeah, that'll be awesome. Yeah. Because I believe the island was used to be helped some prisoners, right? Pulau Jerajat or something.
No. That small one over there is not, but that small island is nearby. Pulau Jerajat will be, if I say left or right, you get it.
Exactly. Sorry.
But you know, there's a small island there.
Yeah.
You go over there, you have a little concert there, and then, have a police chase going on the bridge first. Helicopters come, lights are shining, and then they find you on the island playing.
Yeah.
And then when you're performing over there, you play a song called Spirits.
Yeah.
And from that little island over there, wow, the night sky gets lit up with all these...
Yeah.
What
Wow.
is your budget for
I
it?
am Kelvin Thien's manager.
The only thing I hope is the island don't sink, man. From all those awesomeness in heaven.
That would make it a first.
Yes,
huh?
yeah. It's super awesome.
Just going back to the colonial thing that you said earlier,
Yeah.
right? Before we get on to your budget breaking
The best manager, man.
You also mentioned lights and all that. So you are
Yeah.
more interested in it being a very visual art performance.
Yes, of course, because the music may be as Beethoven wrote it and it may be as great as possible, but without visual, it won't fit that feeling. So for me, all about lights and colors, basically red lights, purple lights, all these dark colored lights, or maybe neon lights. So I don't want to stray away from to be like this pop culture ish, but I like it to be just really the better version of the better boy ish version of pop, because rap is coming up really well. I love like these raps that are coming out in Malaysia now, really good music.
Yeah.
But there's no in terms of rock, in terms of these bad boys, coming up with rock music and playing the instruments properly.
Right.
So I would like to, if given the chance, I would like to showcase that. I mean, not saying that I'm a bad person. No, not at all. It's just
The music.
It's just music. It's just art. It's just healthy aggression.
He's he's a well brought up boy. Very respectful.
Only been kicked out from music school once.
Yeah, we didn't finish
Maybe
that,
twice.
did we?
Maybe twice.
Maybe twice.
Music school, yeah, because you didn't see eye to eye.
Yes, yeah.
And because they were holding you back.
I think it was the other way around. I think I'm holding them back. Because I believe that for me, I always was the person who actually put my emotions up front first. And if I don't like something or if I like something, I just either do it or I don't do it. So even though when I'm along the way, usually in Malaysia, you after 17 years old, SPM, then you just go out. Okay, you need to study. Everything's all structured already.
Yeah.
You go to school. After you sit for your degree. I tried that. Halfway, I'm like, man.
The ideals just don't match.
No, not at all, not at all. And then when I went to Europe, it was a little different thing.
And
People actually study when they're ready. I've seen with my own eyes like a 45 or 46-year-old man when I was 18 itself in colleges and universities studying in Europe. So for me, in the end, it's just where you want to be in the point of life, and that's what I think.
Yeah.
With education, so you can study the whole of your life. It just depends on what you want to do and
That's
what
right.
you want to be at the point of life.
That's right. It's just not what you were wanting to do.
No, not at that time. No.
Right? But yeah, but hats off to you for believing in what you want to do and doing it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Not everyone will have the guts to do that as well.
Yeah.
To go against the social norms.
Yep.
To go against Asian parents.
Yes. Oh, thank God the sleeper didn't fly or something. Hi, Mom.
I've had that.
Mom good with slippers, huh?
Oh, she's a very good aimer, man.
Really?
Yeah.
Boomerang.
What about Dad?
Dad, he's a very good verbal guy.
Oh,
very nice. He's like,
man.
just one word, Kelvin. I'm like, okay. Yeah.
Verbal guy. Is
Verbal,
it?
yeah.
All right. Which is worse, having him talk to you or having him whack you? You prefer like whack me? I can go play after.
Yeah. When I was younger, when it was kids, we come from the kampung, and so every time he just comes out only, either two things. You either stay just a little bit away, or you just stay a little bit closer. Up to you.
Right.
So you decide at that point of life, like, okay, no, bye.
There you go. Finish it off, right?
Yeah.
Hi, Mike. There you go. Okay, so when you were younger, you started playing music at what age? I mean, what were you first interested in and stuff?
As far as I could remember, I was actually in kindergarten already. I realized that I had a sense of rhythm in terms of sounds and keeping in time. So last time when I was in kindergarten, they used to give you these xylophones or this triangle. Then you always have to hit in time. And I realized I had no problems.
Right.
I remembered I used to take this straws, like our normal drinking straw. I used to hum to the Winnie the Pooh song. So it's just things in my head.
Okay.
Then I realized that, you have actually a good sense of something. And then it was heightened when I was about 10 years old.
Right.
And my mom got instruments, a set of drums, guitars. And then I tried it out. I had a natural beat for drums.
Okay.
So everything just gradually goes on from there.
Right. So if you're listening in right now and you have your kid who is behaving like Kelvin, you'll know why. Because in a couple of years, that's what he's going to be doing. And perhaps you can guide him in the right direction, right?
Yeah, why not? Join the band.
What do you think is the right direction for a parent who's got kids out there who want to get into music?
I think the best advice I could give is to actually understand them. Because creativity comes in all sorts of ways. And you can never judge a book by its cover until you actually sit down with the person or your kids. So if you understand what they, of course there's a fine line between being a parent and being a child. But in the end, if they're musically inclined, instead of going out late at night 3-4 o'clock, and like basikal lajak for example, say, these dangerous stuffs. If they're actually coming up to you and say, Pa or Mom, can I have this guitar, or can I try this guitar out, or can I try these drums, this percussion? By all means, please, because it will probably help them in terms of studying, maybe in terms of So it helps a lot of things, and it will heighten their emotion. One day, if they become musicians,
right?
I mean, it's their calling.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Perhaps it's that old school thinking, like parents have got that old school thinking, and there are many ways right now where you just have to let go.
Yeah.
You can't be having that old school thinking. Sorry, I hit the microphone.
Yeah.
I'm passionate. So but for parents who do that, right? Like when your kid is like, sometimes they force kids into music school, and then like
that's the worst.
The amount of kids you see going for music class and stuff, like, where are these people?
Exactly. And then they study for a little while, and then they come out, then you realize in their resume, they got grade 8 music, huh?
Oh yes, I did see that a couple of days
Exactly,
ago.
and they don't, not saying they don't put it in good use, they put it in the wrong way, like they go back, there's frustration, they play Beethoven Fifth.
Yeah.
So, for example, they study music not for the sake of they want to do it. They are being asked to do it because somehow I think
that is the social norm.
Yes, exactly, and to guide you to be more disciplined, I presume.
Yeah.
Right. So that kind of thinking should be dropped. Yeah.
I believe so. Yes, it should be dropped.
Yeah.
And you should let the freedom in expressing in terms of music.
Right.
If your kids like music, let them listen to everything.
Yeah. Introduce them to stuff.
And then
absolutely. Introduce your kids to music. Like, I think when I was younger, I wasn't introduced to music. I just gravitated towards it. As time went by, and it took me so long just to understand what certain music meant.
Yep.
Right.
And my parents were not very helpful at that time, and I'm not blaming them. I mean, they also
You just did.
Yeah.
not blaming them at all. They just didn't know. Greenman, I'll talk to you.
It was a different era back then. I just realized, like
Correct.
during my grandfather's time or during my father's time, they had only the radio.
Yes.
And TV of course is there, but there's such a big gap between televisions and people, the common people.
Absolutely.
So what they hear from the radio, from all these great rock bands, Malaysian rock bands like Surge, Kamatra, all these guys, legendary guys, much respect to them, but they always hear that through either a radio, or they have to climb, when they are doing on tours on each states, they have to climb the tree just to watch because no money to pay. That is the normality last time, long ago.
Right.
Now the simplicity of actually having music is so easy now. You just like, what music you want? Spotify. I remember when I was teenager, not too long ago, when you want to search for music, you have to go YouTube, then you like this song, you change to CC converter, all these small little things like that.
Right.
If slightly older than that, then you go to LimeWire, get
Yeah, like exactly.
your computer infected with everything.
Yeah, and now it's just like, okay, you want
Click
song,
of a button.
click of a button, and it's just there, and you have so much information of music, arts, culture. You are just spoiled, lah.
And also another part is, say if there's like a really good song, right?
Yeah.
Like right now, at the click of a button, you could also see multiple different versions of that same song. Like, I've seen rock versions of Taylor Swift songs, man.
Yep.
And it sounds good.
Yeah.
Although I don't like Taylor
You
Swift
fellas
personally.
complaining, huh?
Not complaining.
My time, we have to use the pen to...
Acha, your time you had to go to school, you had to climb hills both ways, right?
No, but it's that thing, right? I think a lot of older parents would actually think that when a kid graduates from music, what's he going to do? All he can do is just play in a pub, play in this, but that's not the truth, is
That's
it,
not
Kelvin?
the truth at all.
Right?
Not at all.
Well, tell them what it's like now. The potential for musicians.
The potential for musicians is, I would be honest. Actually, it's not easy to be in the music scene.
Absolutely.
But I would also say not to give up in your art, because whatever you do, if you do it with your heart, in terms of arts, music, and everything, you will get somewhere. You may not be the choice that you want, but it's that choice that was that is given to you. So from that, you just look at it optimistically and just be yourself and just take it a good way. Like me, for example, the same thing. So what I'm doing is also the same thing. Hopefully, if people like my music, they would just come to the show and just watch and to see what I can offer for them. Because in the end, the music is in relations of my eyes and arts and whatever I perceive, and I just like to let it out, to let people see.
Right.
Yeah.
So you write all the songs yourself. You write all the lyrics. You write all the parts.
Yes, everything, everything by scratch, everything by scratch, and of course a fine tweak here and there. I would like to thank my friends again, for the mastering and the mixing.
Who are these guys, man? Name them.
I would like to say thank you to Farouk. Is
Farouk, hey Farouk, are you listening in?
Yeah.
If you're not listening in, what kind of friend are you, man? Huh?
You enough, 1% enough, you.
I would like to thank him because he was very patient with me, and he's also a very amazing musician, and he does a lot of music himself too. And I would like to thank my other friends for giving me inspiration. Just look at them like, hey bro, what are you thinking? They're like, okay. Then you sort of pen down something, and then okay. When I write down something, I realize actually I'm writing about him also. Everything is just all together. So I
Right.
thank all of them.
Tough times, like what? Tough times where you feel like, man, forget it now.
Yeah.
I'll go and listen to my papa, and I'll go out there and become this doctor or this lawyer or whatever it is. Tough times when you really felt like things were really going nowhere.
When I really felt things were going nowhere, I actually take my time to surf. I'm actually a surfer. Because my family, we have a resort in Tioman, and basically before the pandemic, I used to head off to Bali and surf. So for me, whenever I feel like, man, this is not, writing music blog, for example, I just
Ride the wave.
ride the waves.
There
Literally,
you
just
go.
go out and just surf. After a few hours of good surfing sessions, you come back, you're like, oh man, that's life. The evening sun just setting down, you go like, okay, time for a new song. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Sometimes even from the things that you love, you need to take a break.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just need to take a break, wind out, disconnect from everything, find something that allows you to disconnect.
Right.
Because I think we are so connected in this world nowadays, like all our information is not even our own anymore.
Yeah.
So everyone's keep on putting on information upon information and all of that.
Yeah.
So find a way to disconnect.
Disconnect to reconnect again.
Yes,
literally.
absolutely.
Disconnect to reconnect again.
Or if it's network terms, then we just say like, turn off the router, turn back on lah.
Okay.
Yeah, like the IT crowd. Hello, IT. Have you
Hello,
tried turning
IT.
on and off again?
Yes. And that is it. We gotta try to turn off every now and then.
Yeah.
We should, yeah?
We should.
Okay, what's missing, man? What could be better for the music scene in the country?
I would like to see as a young musician to be given the chance from record labels, producers, be it the bigger ones, and to right up to the independent ones, for us to be to work together, to open up and to give us a chance, to let us express, because arts was never meant to be compressed. So if you let us loose and create our art with a fine line of discipline and everything, of course, and guidance, I believe our music scene can be so much for the better. Indonesia has so much diversity. Why not us? We have all the things that we need.
Right.
Literally, it's just a click of a button for terms of digitized things, arranging, mixing, mastering. Just give us a chance to be able to express from the producers and everything, and give us a chance and hire us or something. Let us try.
Yeah.
And then we will do our best. I believe we will definitely do our best.
Yeah, we've got musicians all over the place. We've got, you pick one out from here, pick one out from there. They're all fantastic players. But, that finding them and having that, being under that one umbrella or whatever it is that's out there for them, right?
Yeah.
That's hard to find, isn't it?
It's very hard to find. It will be so amazing, right? Imagine you just go like, okay, you go to a show, maybe played in Genting, for example, and every type of music that you could ever dream of, and is there, and all Malaysians all playing.
Right.
Be it reggae, be it jazz, be whatever. There's no barriers. Today it's about jazz. People will go for jazz. And today it's about rock. Everybody will go for rock. And today it's about reggae. Everybody will go for reggae. So that mix.
Is it the money? Is it expensive for sponsors to start organizing gigs like that? Or how would they benefit?
I think because the more the people, basically the more the funds are, basically, the more the people, the more returns there is, right, in terms of business perspective. So I believe it's not expensive in a way, but it's all ROIs lah, basically. So of course, like I said earlier, there's a fine line. So pick and choose from the best, and then you give us a chance and maybe sign us up or something, whatever it is, and then we will see where we can go from there. With media exposure, of course, and radio exposure, it will be so much
right,
everything better. Yeah.
There you go. Even like documentaries on TV and stuff, right? If they start using a lot more local musicians, that's a way of getting a lot more of them, working and creating and doing stuff together and
getting heard from,
right? And the more we are heard and stuff. Imagine your song in a local drama, or something like that, But that one's got to be a fierce drama.
Maybe on Netflix, maybe like an action movie.
Never know.
Yeah. Like what was that famous Korean movie that came out? The Squid Game, for example.
Yeah.
Everybody today remembers or that song from the beginning. But imagine some local guy just write a song, or not necessarily a jingle, but a song to go along to it. people will like it because it fits the emotion. So for mine, maybe like a new, maybe like Marvel movie or whatever it is. You know?
Why not?
Why not? You know, because a new age March, a whole legion of superheroes coming up.
Why not? There you go. I mean, the stuff that you're creating and all. But when are we going to hear the rest of it, Cal?
The rest of it this year, of course, this year, and hopefully everything will settle in place by next month, maybe. Wow. Which is coming soon. Next month, hopefully.
Next month,
right?
Awesome. I have a couple of songs all done and ready to go. It's just in the process of mixing and mastering.
Are you on track? I mean, or did you start this off?
I am on track now. Recently, after the pandemic ended, because we were busy focusing on the businesses. So now this year, my main goal is to pursue musically and to give my fullest to music.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Nice.
Myself.
There you go. Yeah. I will take it.
No. I'm actually looking forward to being able to get
the Penang Bridge video.
The Penang Bridge video, yes, if the budget allows it. And also the conversation that he might have to have with his parents and all that. I'm stepping back. I'm getting back to my music right now.
Yeah.
Was that hard trying to tell that to your parents in the first place?
Not at all. They were actually very supportive. Very supportive of me.
Right.
They kept me on a good head. They always tell me that whatever you do, you remember that you always have a backup plan, and I'll be always here for you. That I really
fair enough, right? So you
that is good, man.
Yeah.
So as long as they gave you that, and it was in good what do you call that? Good
faith.
Yeah, good faith and good intentions all the way, right? Because at the end of the day, they're worried about you, right?
Yes.
So kids understand if your parents are like a bit naggy and stuff like that about you playing music. Maybe it's because you really are bad with your results.
Yeah.
And
I mean, there is a balance there.
But yeah.
You shouldn't find the balance.
It's very.
And of course, when parents nag you, that means they still care about you. It's when they don't care anymore.
That's the problem. Yes.
Education is important.
Yep.
Right.
Education is key.
It's very important. So kids, listen to me. Get educated.
Do your
right?
homework.
Yeah. Do your homework. Yeah.
Your teacher called me today. What you doing in class?
Okay, Cal. All right. So where can they find out more about you?
In this point of life, I actually have no idea yet. That's the beauty.
Don't call me. I'll call you.
Yeah, no. I am after this today. I'm looking forward to see whatever comes today. So maybe I really have no answer to that. Actually, to be honest, I will just go with the flow. I mean, I'm just really happy because the music is out, and if everybody appreciates the music of what I'm writing about. Hopefully, if they want to see more of me, hopefully there's a continuation to that, in terms of music production and things. So I'm just basically looking for opportunities to be
Facebook,
open.
Instagram, what else do you have?
Facebook and Instagram. My Instagram, basically, it's a very honest postings like my surfing and my music writing, just a little bit here and there. But because my preference is to actually play it live. But yeah. You can actually check me out on my music on Instagram, and as well as Facebook, but more to the Instagram. Yeah,
right. Instagram.
I'm really bad at TikTok because I am not a TikTok person.
You can't talk.
No, I can't talk. No.
Right, Kelvin. Huh?
Yeah. Kelvin Theiin on Instagram.
Yeah.
Right, so easy, right? Just spell it for them, man.
KELVIN
Do your DJ voice. Come on.
I'm already doing my DJ voice. Yeah, so if you want to find Kelvin on Instagram, you want to go check out his music, you like the kind of music he puts out, it is at Kelvin Theiin, KELVIN THEIN. All right, so go find him out.
Yeah.
Nice. There you go. Oh man, thank you.
Thank you very much, guys.
It's good, a nice little chit chat with him, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
There you go. And back to the Penang Bridge, So after you have
oh
speed.
my God. You know what? We'll talk about that right after.
We have the speedboat chase.
I mean, I can swim, so no problem jumping,
Right? Yeah, you can surf, man.
Yeah, I can surf. Yeah, no problem.
KG,
yes.
Come on, let's make money here.
I don't have money to make money.
Otto is good with video filming, so we get Otto. Otto's got drones and stuff.
Can I push him off the bridge?
Who push Otto?
Yes.
I will catch him with open arms.
See, we got a video already. All right. Any messages you have for your friends out there? Go ahead, man.
A big shout out to first of all, thank you to you guys. Thank you.
Thank
so much
you.
for
You're most
that.
welcome. We thank you too.
And thank you to my parents for always giving me the support. And to all my family members, they're listening now. Thank you very much. And to all the musicians, my friends, and to everybody here, please don't stop believing. And I think this year is the year to do music and whatever force, and just go full force to it.
Right.
Yeah.
And what about to somebody who's feeling a little bit down right now at this moment?
And what if you're feeling down? Always look. If you're feeling down, just look down because you dropped something, and then you realize what you dropped is your smile. So usually I do that. You need a 2-person to do that, like.
So pick it up, right?
Just pick it up, man. Like for example, if I looked at him, I'm like, "Hey, you dropped something." They're like, "What?" Then he looks down.
Right.
I look at him up there. Your smile. Then they go like,
There you go. I like this fella, man. I tell you.
yeah.
You know, I bet you I can put a smile on Kelvin's face right now.
Okay, go.
Check it out. You drop something. It's
Oh,
$5
yeah.
ringgit.
It's,
It's $5 ringgit. Literally, it's $5 ringgit.
Oh.
Hey.
Yes, I dropped this earlier also just now. I dropped it again.
it's
Wow.
$5, man. There you
Oh, there you
go.
go. Tangible stuff, bro.
I like that. Okay, Kelvin Thien, thank you.
Thank you very
We
much.
appreciate you being here. We appreciate you for the gift of your time.
Absolutely.
And it was very precious having you, these few moments with you. We'll remember it, and we look forward to the next time.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right.
We want your music, man. Send it over.
All right.
It's New Age March, everybody. Kelvin Thien on TRAXXfm.